fidgety too. Oh. Stanley, are you in a mood? I'm in a mood too, you. I sure am in a mood. The cat's in a mood. Get the meow meow. Are you Pisces? I think Stanley's a Gemini.
He's a Gemini.
I think this song that's in my ear right now is like the most relatable song.
Yeah.
It's a catchy tune. EGB. No, Luna. I was talking to Luna. This song that's on Artie, I need you to just get someplace and be there and don't do this back and forth thing with her. I know you guys are all so sensitive. I know the energies are oh so potent. But do me a solid, man. There. I'm gonna point this at him so he'll chill out, okay? He will settle down. Good boy. Good girl, Luna. It's okay. Everybody's in their feels. If they're not in their feelings, they're a psychopath or a narcissist. They have no feelings. If people aren't feeling some kind of way, they're just all boopy-doo. Life is great. Whoopee. Living that best life. Not somebody that I want to hang out with. What do you need, bud? You want over here? Want up here? Good boy, where you want to be? You want to be down there? He keeps looking down there, huh? Come on. But this song is, this guy came out with it on TikTok a while back. Yeah. And it's just, it's because everybody can relate to it. Because everybody has had somebody that has chosen their addiction over the people that they care about. You know, as much as the people want to not do that thing that causes themselves and so many other people so much pain, they just can't not. You know what I mean? They just can't not. Addiction is a bitch, man. It's speaking from personal experience. I stopped drinking alcohol 2 times, and it was my best friend. So it was like losing my best friend twice, because it was always around when people weren't. It always made me feel better about stuff, and then the craziest things started happening. Look at Stanley running all over. Is that it stopped working? That it stopped hurting. It stopped fixing those things that hurt. But I couldn't help myself. I couldn't stop. Because I was like in a perpetual motion machine. I was just, it was like every day was Groundhog's Day. I could, my reward for getting through a shitty day was to get obliterated and to go into the no place space. You know, oblivion. That's what drinking is to me. Where I have my usual good sense of good orderly direction, you know. You want back up there now? Good boy. Go ahead. Go ahead. You tried that out? It wasn't working for you? Alright, buddy. Everybody's just... Stanley's all over. The cats outside are running all over the place. It's snowing right now.
The cats are?
The outdoor cats.
Oh.
I put videos on them of TikTok on them. Of them on TikTok. The outdoor... Because whenever I go out and walk the dogs, they're come running now. And I give them these cat snacks. So I'm the crazy cat lady. And dog lady. I'm not crazy. I never understood that. You're crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is crazy to you? Because I have a lot of examples, if you'd like to spend a few minutes and listen to them, of things that I know that have happened to people, not by anything that I did. That's crazy that society is made up of people that condone freaking behavior that causes any kind of harm to other human beings, man. I was thinking about this young girl today, Michelle. I tell stories. Hi, my name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I like having these talks on how I feel about things. And Michelle, I met Michelle in one of the mini schools. I moved around a lot growing up. Not just all over Redding, all over California. So I went to a lot of school. I don't know, more than... I know a lot of people, because these places that I moved around between... I moved around amongst people that had been there their whole lives. People don't like outsiders, and I'm always an outsider. So, I gotta change the music. My body is super sore today because it hadn't been cold, it hadn't been super warm, but it hadn't had that chill. So my body was starting to get relaxed, but now it's cold because it's snowing, and it hurts. I'm in a lot of pain today, but I just kind of moved through it, you know. Anyway, what was I talking about? That was a good story. I'm going to think on it a second. I'm going to get a drink of water. Stanley, what was I talking about? This bitchy tea? What is today, the 8th? It is the 8th. Oh, Michelle. I moved around a lot. Michelle, and one of these, I came across one of these places. Now I'm not gonna use no last names or blow out anybody's anonymity or anything like that. It's a common name. Ain't nobody gonna figure out who I'm gonna talk about. I speak about things in a general way. Sometimes I speak directly to people, but anyway, not in this case. Just Michelle. And I remember Michelle, she was really scarred, like she'd been in a fire, you know, like she had skin grafts all over her face, and yet she was still a really pretty girl, you know. You could, you know, like, because of her personality, her spirit, and you know, and then our paths crossed again one day, because I mean, I wasn't gonna ask her. I'm pretty direct, but you know, I didn't feel compelled at that point. I did end up having... See, I wonder about things, and then God answers the things that I wonder about. It's the trippiest, darndest thing. So it's a long time ago, I became real careful about the questions that I want to get answered, because there's a lot... I'm going to be 50 in a couple weeks, and I don't want to know. Anyway, our paths crossed again one day, and it was Alateen. Alateen. And it was across the street and in the church across the street of what used to be Nova High School. Now it's some sort of administration. Go ahead, Benny. Building. Go ahead, Benny. Tucker's up there. You can't get it. He already got it. Oh, you come up on him. He's going to freaking eat your face off. See, they all have their spots, but they can't be in their favorite ones right now. Tucker's like, don't bother me, Mom. I guess I'm the cutest bud. Oh, boy, baby. Oh, Luna, stay. You're okay. It's okay. It's okay. Go back and sit by Grandma Retta, Benny. It was Alateen, and we were in a circle, and I used to be so painful, pain. I was so bashful. It hurt me to get past my fear of what I thought people thought about me, and then I'd meet these people in my path, and then slowly and surely it helped me strip away the fear I had because they were so brave in their life. And what happened to her is one night her dad drank too much, and got see, because what I believe happens when people take in the spirits. There's negative intentions set on these spirits. There's people, witches, people that actually, I know it's a trip, people, because that's why they do it, because they don't think people believe that people do this shit. And they do this shit, and they put spells and shit on like barrels of whiskey and stuff, so that when people drink the whiskey, they do the things that continue to break souls continually over and over. And this young girl, her dad freaking drank too much one night, and he proceeded to freaking put some accelerator on her and lit her on fire. His own, yeah. And so, and then people just so freely, and it's all over social. I'm an alcoholic. I had to quit drinking 2 times. Because I'm here to do work, and I can't do that work if I let the demons take the wheel. And it impeded so much progress in life. It kept me from doing it kept me from showing up for people when I really wanted to be there. Like, I'd be like, yeah, man, I'll help you move. I'll be there. And for the most part, I am the person that shows up in people's lives. There are the times that I didn't. And as much as I wanted to, I just was so sick because I poisoned myself. I called today's talk People That Plant Dead Flowers. People that what? People that plant dead flowers. Oh, people that plant dead flowers. It's not, I'm going to explain myself here. It's not exactly like, they plant the flowers dead, right? They get dead flowers, and it's not like that. That's not where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is, I'm not used to wearing this t-shirt. This is my old basic training t-shirt. It's so funny, man. This shit is so cheesy. Look at that. Second to none. 30 seconds, second training. Some. Look at that freaking. Silly bullshit. I wanted to wear a black shirt today, so. Oh, people that plant dead flowers. Because where I live next to terrible human beings. And I'm one that, really tries to give people that are offended about, they're, I mean, for a second, I'll even entertain, they're sick. No. Yeah, they're sick because they don't have the sense to not do the things that are just annoying to other people. Like, when your life oozes out into other people's worlds, that ain't cool. Like, if you're living so big you can't clean up all the aspects of yourself that you leave behind, Like, how many people left so much shit during that, Burning Man because of the mud and stuff. Like people want to have a really good time, but they don't want to deal with the aftermath. They just want to go around having good times all the time. And so when I moved in here year ago, this last November, and it was a God thing. I mean, we got here seconds and inches. We needed a place to go. We were taking one leap of faith to another. So, it served its purpose. It's just, it hasn't been without its discomforts, because once the girl that lives next door, the landlady's daughter, got out of jail, and her son's a treasure. He lives in the duplex on the other side. And so it's just example of practicing patience and tolerance of practicing patience and tolerance, and I don't always practice it. And I let his mom know that, let their mom know that I said, I'm a peaceful being. I am also not a little bitch, And I've seen him put hands on women, and I invited him to come let's go. You want to put hands on me. See, that's the thing. The cowards, the bullies, they go after people and they hurt people, and they will not stand up for themselves because they're cowards. So it's like, I mean, I've invited fathers out in public that are beating their kids. Put your hands on me. Whatever frustration you have that is causing you to cause harm to that child, by all means, come with me. They don't. Not since I grew up and came into my own power. So she was getting out of jail. I was trying to encourage maybe a path of recovery. Her mom said she likes growing flowers. So I said, you know what? I said, she has a dog. It's a little pit bull. I'm not a breed snob. I'm a freaking, there's a lot of people that don't know that shouldn't have dogs and cats. There's a lot of people that should have them and should take care of them and, have sanctuaries for them, more opportunities for that. There's a lot of people that should not have fucking dogs. And the dog isn't, it's like, the dog's not a shitty dog. It just acts shitty because its person never trained it, because it's a shitty person. It's not the dog's fault, but still, it's just an annoying dog. It's an ill-behaved dog, and it's just. Anyway, so I relinquished control of the yard, and she was supposed to. She wanted to plant, like, evidently she had an idea of what she wanted to do with the flowers, because I was gonna plant all kinds of flowers, but I was like, no, it's better that you do. And stuff, and so she planted some flowers, and then, like, she watered them a few times, and then she stopped because, like, the hose, she didn't want to do the work. She imagined all the pretty flowers, all the beautiful outcome, but she didn't want to, like, get up in the morning. She didn't want to go out before it got hot and pick out all the weeds and because flowers, they grow nature is so cool because it's alive. And watching their progress, and it's just like, hey, and it's just like life happens, and then, you're like, you remember and then every time you see this flower, you remember, it's just such a beautiful ongoing thing. But I relinquished control, and then she let these sunflowers get to be about, 2 feet tall, and then they all died. So I come home, and every time I drive past the front, and they're all in the front of my house. I forgot to mention that. They're in my yard in front of my house. So this is a representation of me, right? So people think I plant dead flowers. No. If people see the things that I cultivate. I was talking to my earth angel today, and I was like, dude, because all this Pisces energy, it's got me like, I was listening to Molly McCord talk, and I said, you know what, I equate what she just said to, like, there's people out here trying to be ice cubes and all cool, calm, and collective, but they're sitting in a boiling pot of water, which is society, civilization falling, crumbling down, and the people is saying. So I just want to share with people my experience. Albums. I have my Astro folder for quick reference. Pisces. The energy of Pisces, it's the last season of the zodiac. It's all of the signs. It's basically like it's the summary of a paper in life. Like you got the body and then you got the summary. It's summarized. It's basically what it ends, begin, all that stuff. And I got degrees. And I also have it in Venus. That's why I have so many clothes and I'm such a snappy dresser. Because of my Venus in Pisces. I got it in Jupiter. Pisces in Jupiter and Venus. And the mean one is I got my Pisces and Mercury. My chart is mean. Like, I don't know what kind of shit. That's why I'm like trying to tell people, don't be an a-hole in this life because it is going to make next life. So I am reaping what I have sown and I'm trying to share people the example. But you got like all these people that are just so driven by their ego because that's what society has taught them to do, is to live for yourself. And I mean, yeah, they got free will and I'm sure they've had examples in there, but people aren't taking the good route. They're taking the easier, softer way, and it's getting freaking gnarly out there, man. I went to the store this morning. By like 8 o'clock, I was on the road because I'm like, dude, I can't. I know me. And I am not. I'm having a hard enough with my own freaking. You know, I don't want to meet people with their resolving of their shit. You know what I mean? I will. I just am not in the mood to. I'm always gonna help people if I'm called to do so. I made a new safe face today. I call people in my community, instead of safe places, I have safe faces. So, and I let these people know when I'm not like in a, I mean, I was in a pretty heightened state, but I was chill this morning, but I was still wee. See, it's life force kundalini energy, and it's kind of goes ebbs and flows, ups and downs with the energy of the planets in the sky and where they position in the constellations and whatnot. And then usually the energy, like that energy is like we're feeling energy, and then it's like we create environments in our lives to match the energy that we're feeling, is how I feel like it is. So it's like when I feel ramped up, I gotta always stay because I'm feeling like it's impending doom, but it's just life force kundalini energy, and this will pass too. And people ride that wave. They don't recognize. You should use it. You know, that's when you should use it to, like, you know, those extra bursty energy. People ride the wave and overdo it in a lot of ways. Over so many overdoses. My buddy I went to high school with just lost his nephew, like today, from fentanyl. I mean, it's like, I mean, everybody's lives are being infected in some kind of way, and because we're supposed to learn to value life, because it's going by in a flash. So I can't remember what I was saying. So I made a new. So she was. I can't remember her name. She usually works in Starbucks, but she was in the bakery department today, putting merchandise on the shelf. But I also was in very early, like much earlier than I usually go in. And so I had a cool conversation. I said, let her know. I said, and you know, you like cookies? Yeah. Okay. And I said, yeah, a lot of ladies here like them. I bet the men are going to start resenting me. Because I don't know if I've given dudes cookies. I've given dudes cookies all over town, but I don't know if I have there anyway. So, I said I get overstimulated sometimes. And sometimes my mouth, I said I don't got no earth in my chart. And so I get, and when energies are real potent, like now, like today, I got it, I can get real worked up. I said, so it's important that I have friendly faces in the community, that when I get like that, I'm going to just like find one of my friendly faces. And then I can go, and okay, I'm overstimulated right now. Just please talk to me so that I can focus on you and not focusing on, all of the above, because I become present in the moment. I had to learn all the trick because mom taught me when I was a little girl, emotional control. Emotional control. If you do not learn how to control your emotions, society will put you in a place where you will be controlled. And the idea of being locked up, I was in the military. I did 6 years, but just like and to being, when I say locked up, is just like being told where to go and what to do. Like, that is terrible to me. So I went out to the truck, put my stuff away, paid for my freaking God, where, what, like, I told the lady, I said, you know why prices are going up again? She said, why? I said, because these old dudes, their dicks stopped working. And they're really mad about it. And so they're flexing their power and their authority. Dude, there ain't no reason why prices should be like this anywhere. People make up prices, but they got to make money. Take a hit. Take one, because, there's too many of us down here at the bottom that are just freaking, taking hits. Like, oh, fuck, dude. People are fucking so struggling out here in real life. Not living that best life. And now we're getting into fucking Toron season where I live in fucking Taos. So this is what my plan is. Because I can't make this shit go away. I ain't fighting none of it. You know what? I'm just trying to make my own little place in the world. So this is what I'm going to do. I took a screenshot of this. Recent. Where is it? I got this email today because I sign up because I'm civil-minded. See, I want what's best for everyone in the community, and these motherfuckers are up to no good with their fucking plans for the expansion of the airport and the fucking plans for the expansion. Dude, that just makes for more poor people with your gentrifications. So, March 8, 2024, for immediate release. Taos, New Mexico. The town of Taos will host its first community workshop on March 11, 2024. The workshop will offer community members the opportunity to engage with the mayor council at an informal setting. What? Is that, it might as well say, Marge, come here. Right? Marge, please. Members of the public can live stream the meeting or view it in an archive format on the town's website at taosnm.gov, blah, 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 hyperlink. The public can also participate virtually by using the link, blah, 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 blah. So they are asking all people. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's what this says. That's what they do. Please tell us your ideas. I got some. I'm going to come forth. It's time. The new moon in Pisces. Hello, activation. Marjo. Operation I know how to be fucking poor. This community workshop is being held in lieu of the town council's regular workshop meeting. Food will be provided by La Cocina, and that's a good restaurant. So it's 5 o'clock in 2 days. Excuse me a moment. I'm gonna. So what my idea is, I am going to take to the town. I'm even gonna make. I'm gonna use my college degree so I can speak in terms and PowerPoints in which the plastics can comprehend what I'm saying as long as I use a motherfucking graph, right? So I'll come to him with all the... Dude, the fucking mayor is a teacher of economics at New Mexico fucking university. You know, he's late for shit because he was teaching a class. Dude, economics are reindeer games. It's all made up reindeer-ish games. And more people need to benefit. So what my idea is, and I've been freaking mapping it out because I've been watching more reels and stuff, and there's definitely a need. Because I've been talking about this, it's showing up in my interface, and because I want to have. I didn't know because I know about Quartzsite because people I know go there, right? I've never been there, but I have been a nomad my whole entire life. I've never had roots, and then that mountain, Wheeler Peak, summons me back to so mom could spend the rest of her life where she was born, but that's another story for another day. Anyway, and then recently I'm seeing all these freaking like slab city. I want my own version of where travelers work can come that are like my demographic, like the people that would ordinarily camp in the parking lot at Walmart, that now all the big corporations, the people that made them their millions, they're turning their back on them by saying, no, you can't be safe in a safe place. So I want to be a safe place. I want to be a safe place for people. I want people to get where, hey, let's go see Marge down there in Taos. But see, I'm a pastor. You know, I can't, you know, if people want to come down, get married, come on down, whatever, you know. But I ain't about a freaking, you know, doing the devil's work. So I'm about actually doing work. And my place will be for like, you know, it'll be a place where just people need to come to just regroup, you know. Where life has really fucking hit them and they can just come and crash. But you got a couple days to crash and regroup. The thing of it is, now it's time to do the work. I'm all about the work. And then the place where I have, it's like, you know, come, you know, sell your, do what, you know, nothing weird. I will have a dry campus. I don't even want alcohol because I that's how much I don't like alcohol. I'll have places on the outside before you come in that you can have lockers and no, just don't bring it. It just causes too much problems in the blues and stuff, pills, stuff like that, you know, like, yeah, it's gonna have a certain vibe, you know, and if people want help to get recovery with that kind of stuff, there are places here that can help that have beds open a lot. My neighbor works at one. There's always beds open, I think, but people have to want to get to do the work. We're coming into the age of work and people having to be self-supporting emotionally and just in their own life. It's going to matter about what your fucking carbon, because people that have never carried water are going to find themselves carrying water, you know. Stuff like that. It's a trip how what's going down. And I talked about this in videos for a number of years about like, yeah, you know, we may never see like other countries with their plane flags flying over America and San Francisco, God forbid, you know, dropping bombs and stuff like that. Because we did that to so many people in other countries, we're still gonna feel like we did. Like, I'm seeing infrastructure, gas, you know, shit blowing up and then people dying way over there. Like, you know, when it's your time, it's your time. People really need to start valuing life more. So the place I want to have will be provided by the county or the city. I will maintain it. Just give me whatever I need to maintain it, you know, because I can work in things in like intervals in 2 hours as long as I'm on this. And they're going to give me a place to freaking, for me and mom to live. that's, and then all close to proximity to the, so I can be on site to put out, and then I can have the kitty sanctuary, and then travelers can come and decompress with the cats, and then like the dog, because they need help around here with dog rescue, you know. And it don't. I mean, it takes a lot to take care of this stuff, but it don't take a lot. And then people that can come can can like if they don't got money, they can help me clean out litter boxes and stuff for staying the night, and I'll feed you and shit like that. You know what I mean? There's always ways to work things out. We're coming back to grassroots, and people are gonna have to figure out. And there's gonna be more people living in their cars and traveling because people are being priced out of society. And so, and then my place, my facilities, they'll have um, indoor automotive facilities where people can work on their vehicle, and I'll be right there. I'll teach them, man. I could teach the shit I could teach these young people on maintenance, because I would teach them the proper disciplines and the reasons why you keep shit clean, and why and clean, keep your stuff structured, and don't, because I learn the ramifications and not. So they'll have maintenance facilities where people can work on cars, and then if you can't work on your own shit, there's plenty of mobile mechanics in the local area that'd be willing to help you out, I'm sure. And then it'll just have like cooking facilities, because nothing, there's so much home cooked meal can heal, just good food. And I'll get, I can get local mixed greens and shit from, veterans out there off grid. And there's all these other people doing their version of how to add to the world. And it's time I get to do mine. I just don't know. People got to teach me how, like, fucking fill out the paperwork, because I'm not going to do it. And if there's so many people that have brilliant minds that aren't going to sit there and be like, name, address, all that, fuck, just let me do what I want to do. There's plenty other, just pretend like I'm rich. I'm not, but pretend like I am. Just let me, give me all the shortcuts like all these freaking important people get. Don't give me no grief, because I'll talk about you on my YouTube. And then, and then my place will have like laundry facilities, and then, and it won't take away from any other businesses in the community. It'll just alleviate the clientele that they don't want at their places anyway. You know what I mean? Because my place ain't going to be lined with fucking Mercedes vans and shit and stuff like that. No, there's other places for you guys. And my place will have like, so I'll have like pet rescue. I'll have gardens. I'll grow all kinds of stuff. And then I'll use that to make the food for the people that come. And then I'll just share my own experience, strength, and hope in life. And maybe when they travel on and they run into people that are in the bad way, they'll just be like, go down. And then, somehow I'm going to work in there tell them not so large Marge sent ya. If they come back and they say, yeah, they said not so large Marge sent ya, that'll be like, yeah, come on in. Because I'm like a mom. I just never had kids that I know of. Who knows? I always wondered, because when I was born, I'm coming up on my birthday, because it wasn't a freaking wonderful time for mom. So I think about, like, my birth story at least once every time it comes around. Because, Ma, you were in San Bernardino? Uh-huh. And you weren't around nobody you knew, huh? No? All by yourself? Yep. And then, they were trying to get her to... They wanted you to have it on have me on April 1st, and you said no, or something. Yeah. Is how I remember how the story went, but I don't know. I've been lied to so much. Who knows? Feel all right. Feels like it's true, maybe. So, and then because my dad wasn't around, because you and Dad weren't friends, huh? You guys weren't cool. He wasn't around when, like, it wasn't like, oh, call the dad. It wasn't like that. So when mom had me, I was a cesarean C-section because she was so tiny. She's a tiny lady, and I was only 6 pounds 4 ounces. So I was like, she was past term, like 10, like over. You didn't never really had a due date because they couldn't. I went past like the regular term, but my lungs were undeveloped because I was like, that's what happens with it's in a different way, like a cellular, like it's not okay. It's kind of like yet different than like fetal syndrome, anything where the vessel is stressed and taxed, where mom was when she was pregnant. She was always stressed out. So my body gave up the nutrients to support her. So I've been supporting my mother since been in vitro, and a lot of kids, babies, people can relate to that. I don't know if they realize that that's. I learned about it from the I am woman, hear me roar lady. It's called Addison's disease, and I've had a lot of the markers in my life. And yeah, it causes problems. It's a lot of the endocrine, a lot of the energy stuff is related to that. Oh, if people are having like goofy stuff with all the energies right now, the one I sent this video to 3 people this morning. Where is it? It's Aubrey Starr, I think. I know that's what her name is. Aubrey Starr's and her talk about the Pisces new moon. I wonder if I can just here. I don't want to listen to this. I'll put it in the chat. Copy link. Oh God, how are you feeling, Ma? There's soup if you're wanting to. You ate? Well, God, time is so. You had that spaghetti freaking 2 hours ago. Fucking jeez. I can't. What? Yeah, you ate 2 hours ago. I'm just saying that I can't believe how freaking fast time is going by. Moving on. I don't remember what I was even doing. So I think I'm going to go to this meeting. The town of Taos will begin. See, because this is the shit that pisses me off. No, I don't enjoy it, but I can do it. If I can go to a freaking business side of freaking recovery meetings, that shit is like, whatever. The town of Taos, they're beginning the demolition and reconstruction of the front steps of the Taos Town Hall. See, they fucking piss. Give me, okay, I will bitch less about stuff. If they give me a place to do what I want to do, I will be so busy focusing on what shit I need to pay attention to. I won't fucking, like, why are you doing this stupid shit? Town of Taos Hall. Like, beginning the 8th on March 7th, continuing to the 12th. Like, what was the budget allocated for that? What sort of grant came for that? Okay. Fuck. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna put that here. That'll help if people are having a hard time. Ooh, look. I just got a new bedtime story. Was that you, Ma?
No.
Who was that? Benny? God bless you. Oh, Artie Pants? Is he rolling around? It's time for his medicine. Are you getting hungry?
Yeah.
All right. It's been